Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So you guys, I have recorded this video so many times and I'm actually done filming it this time. I have started it and never finished it, so finally I just scrapped all that footage and started all over, and this is the look that I am talking about. I had posted a picture on my Snapchat and Instagram, I think, and a lot of people liked it, so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and just do it for you guys. It is super simple, super easy, super cute. You can definitely add some glitter to the lid if you want to glam it up for a night out, or if you want to just, you know, look good throughout the day. This is a look that I definitely would go for. And if you guys are interested in finding out how I did it, just keep on watching. And you guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click that little notification bell, that way you get notified every time I post a new video. And please tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. So let's just get to it. All right guys, so I'm gonna start with the blank face. All I have is my eyebrows, which I did with this palette here. Obviously she is loved, I use it all the time. And my Murad Skin Perfecting lotion. This is my favorite moisturizer right now, but the Murad as a brand is definitely one of my favorites. I'm just gonna add a little bit of my Tatcha eye cream because I have been having slight allergies and I have been rubbing my eyes, so I really do need it. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer, and I'm just going to put that all on my lid. I'm going to use my Morphe M166 brush. It looks like this. It's like a flat brush, and I'm going to just spread that all the way up to my brow bone. And I like to go over it with my fingers because I feel like it just helps melt the product in, since my fingers are warm, and it also like removes any excess concealer that I might have. I'm gonna just get 2 pieces of tape. I'm gonna put them on the back of my hand so that it's not too tacky on my face. And I'm just gonna line them up and try to get both of them as even as possible. So I think they look pretty even now. I'm gonna start with the James Charles Morphe palette. I'm gonna go ahead with Canvas, which is this one right here, and put it all over my lid. And this is just gonna make it a little easier for the blend since I have concealer on. I forget that I have this mirror over here. So I haven't gone to work with makeup on in a while. Like, not like eyeshadow. I've just worn like eyebrows and mascara and stuff. It's been a few weeks. It's just too early and I don't have time all the time. So I wanted to take advantage right now that I do have time to actually get ready. Okay, so now that both my lids are completely covered in canvas, I'm gonna go in with this color right here, which is Punch Me, with the same Morphe E23 brush that I use with canvas. And I'm just gonna start blending that all in my crease like that. And because I am doing it kind of winged out, I am going to drag it out this way. Okay, so now that I have done Punch Me, I'm gonna go in with T And T is this brown right here. And I'm gonna go in with a slightly smaller brush. It is the e.l.f. blending brush. It's slightly smaller than the brush I was using. So I'm just gonna dip into T, and I'm gonna concentrate that on the middle of my crease and outwards. And it's like a flat brush, so it really helps really get in there and concentrate it just right in the crease. Okay, so now that it's pretty built up, I'm gonna go in with a little more, and I'm kind of gonna just drag that down, but not very much, just slightly. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that color in like that. And whatever's left over on my brush, I'm gonna bring it in just so it can like blend with the rest of the shadows. And I'm gonna blend it up a little bit like that. Okay, so now that both of my eyes are done with T, I'm gonna go in with Benny, which is this dark chocolate brown. And I'm gonna just start to kind of lining my eyes. So the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna go ahead and use this Morphe R42 brush, which is a dense brush, and it has a kind of like a flat tip. And I'm just gonna dip that in there, and I'm gonna concentrate it right on the tape just to get the line. And that's gonna be like the beginning of the wing. So this is where you're gonna decide how far you want your wing to extend. Okay, so now that I have the line, I'm gonna go in and kind of finish this inner corner. I am going to go with a different palette, which is a Profusion Festival palette, which is this one right here. So it has similar tones to the one I was using, but Winning, this color right here, Winning, is just a tad bit lighter than Canvas. And I'm going to be using the Morphe E23, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit and I'm gonna add it right under the brow bone. Normally I would use a smaller brush, but I really don't know where my brushes went. And this is gonna act as my highlighter color for the brow bone, but it's all matte. So you see how this one's just slightly more lifted? That's what I want. I don't want it to be like, whoa, dramatic difference, but I do want it to be, you know, enough to where I can see a difference without it. So now that I'm done with that, I can move on to the lid. I am going to add a little bit of concealer just to make it a little bit tacky, so that I can put more of that neutral matte shade on top of it, so that I can feel like it actually stays. So I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I was using my concealer with. I'm gonna add concealer on the back of my hand like that, and I'm just gonna add a little bit just so I can add that color on top and hide that darkness. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to cut the crease. The best way to do it is just add the concealer on like the lash line and look up like that, and then it'll like give you the indicator of where to cut the crease. So if you guys don't know where to cut it, that's a little trick. And I'm not gonna like go too in with the concealer. I'm not gonna go in like completely white out my whole lid. I'm just gonna go like 3/4 of the lid, if that makes sense. Okay, so now as I did that, I'm gonna use my finger once again to warm up the product and take off any excess. Like that. And I'm gonna go in with, what color should I use? I think I'm gonna go in with Witty from the Profusion Festival palette, and I'm gonna use my finger. And see how I like that color. And I'm actually not a fan of this color right now. I'm not liking it very much. I feel like it's a little too dark. So it's a little too dark for what I want. So I'm gonna go in with Winning on top of it, just to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm gonna go back with Winning and Witty. Mix it on the brush, and then I'm just gonna tap that into the concealer so I can't see it peek through. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, so now that I have Witty and Winning on my lid, I'm gonna go ahead and blend out what I have on the outer corner into it so it doesn't look off. And for that, I'm gonna be using a Morphe RG24 brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the James Charles palette. Let me put this up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my face done, which that one is gonna be quick. And I'm gonna go in with T, and I'm just gonna blend that. And it's okay if for me to get this eyeliner blended upwards because I want that smoky eyeliner effect. So I'm gonna go in with T, and I'm just gonna blend that. And I'm gonna blend it right here too. Just so it can look a little bit more seamless. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more, and I'm gonna just pat it right on this corner. And I'm gonna blend that. And I'm dragging that out. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and go back with the Morphe R42 brush and go into Benny, and I'm just gonna go over that line once again. I'm gonna go ahead and start just lining the eye all the way inwards as best I can, touching my what is it called? My lash line. So I'm not dragging it, I'm just kind of tapping that eyeshadow in. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and make it thicker on the ends here. Like that. And I'm gonna add a little bit of spooky right on the line, so it can give it a little bit of a gradient effect. I'm gonna go back with Benny. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So it is gonna look like you have eyeliner on, even though you don't. And now I'm gonna go in with the Unique Crease brush, which looks like this. And I'm just gonna kind of blend this back and forth so that it's not so prominent and it looks kind of like smoky, you know? And I'm just gonna work on top of that eyeliner all the way through. So I don't want it to look harsh. I want it to look kind of blended in. Okay, so now that I'm done with both the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off slowly. And that's what the eye looks like without it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just do my face. Okay, so I'm gonna use my James Charles palette, and I'm gonna use Benny. I'm gonna use Benty, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the same brush I used for my eyeliner, and I'm just gonna line it. And I'm gonna go in with T and keep blending. And T, I'm gonna take it lower and all the way in, just so it can look more like smoked out, like that. Okay, so now you have an option. You can highlight the inner corner with a shimmer, or you can highlight with like a matte. I'm gonna do a matte. I'm gonna use my pinky. I'm just gonna add that like that with my pinky. Then I'm gonna grab a fluffier brush. Let me see. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush, and I'm just gonna like put that in there. Just to kind of brighten it. Add as needed. Like that, because I don't want it to take away from my eye look, but I do like it to be a little bit brighter. Just to, you know, brighten up my eyes to look more awake. But that is it. I need to put mascara on. So let me go ahead and just put my lashes on, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. I have my eyelashes on. I might just do another coat of my Abu Dhabi, I think is what it's called, soft lip cream. And that's it. I am done. Let me show you guys. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like close up. I am obsessed with this look. Like, you can't really mess it up. If you don't know how to do eyeliner, you might want to try this, because you can't really mess this up. So I hope you guys liked it, and if you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that little bell. That way you're notified every time I post a new video. And until next time.